Thinking about upgrading to the Wink Hub Generation 2.0? Today we're going to do a full setup and review. Stay tuned. Hi again, John Stone, the DIY Smart Home Guy. The Gen 2 Wink Hub has recently been released, and today we're going to do a full review and setup. Wink has made a bold move by continuing to offer the Gen 1 Hub, which currently sells for around $70. You can find a link for the Gen 1 in the comments below. The Gen 2 Hub will sell for around $100. You can find a purchase link for that hub or in the comments below. If you're thinking about getting your first hub or upgrading from the Gen 1 Wink, let's go over what's new in the 2.0. The Gen 2 Wink is about 25% slimmer. In reality, this is a decrease from 1.75 inches to 1.25 inches. The other dimensions remain the same. The Gen 1 has the activity light on the front. This has been changed on the Gen 2. The overall design goal appears to make it look more suited for a bookshelf. It boasts a more powerful Wi-Fi, but other than the 5 GHz radio, I can't find much information on what more powerful actually means. They did add an Ethernet port, which is not required for the connection, but it may improve the reliability and speed up the response time, as well as speed up the updates. This is also a good thing since Wink and other hubs have connection problems if they sit too close to Wi-Fi routers. Generally, you're warned to keep your smart hub over 5 feet away from your Wi-Fi router. They've also added a Bluetooth low energy radio for expanded device support. This may be one of the cooler features next to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi radio. The RAM has also been upgraded from 64 megabytes to 512 megabytes, which should help improve the command processing speed. Enhanced local control is another item on the What's New list. In the Gen 1 Hub, all of your robots and schedules sit on the servers that sit in the cloud. Local control brings those into the hub, meaning that if your internet goes down, your robots and schedules will still work as long as your Wi-Fi is still operational. Finally, they highlight the industrial-grade security, which makes me pretty happy to hear. So let's open up the box and get this thing set up. As usual, Wink does a nice job with the packaging. Inside the box, you'll find the hub, instruction pamphlet, power supply, and an Ethernet cable. I'm always happy when I see a minimalist instruction manual. This usually means the company has worked hard on making the process very simple. So step 1, plug in the hub. Step 2, connect it to the internet. The easiest thing to do is to connect it into the Ethernet cable. If you use this option, the new hub will automatically bring over all of your settings. This will speed up your setup time. But for the sake of this video, we plan to do it the complicated way and set it up through Wi-Fi. We're going to use the Wi-Fi instead of hooking this up through the Ethernet. All right, and then we're going to pick our Wi-Fi network and add the password. All right, so now we are connected. Okay, so now that we've connected it to the preferred Wi-Fi network, I use the same Wi-Fi network that my Gen 1 is on, so there should be no problem with these linking together. And let's go through the rest of the steps. Adding the hub to the Wink. All right, so now we're connected. If we want to, we can name it. I prefer to keep mine named as Wink Hub 2. Press done. And the new hub update is required, so we're going to let this go through the update process, and we'll come back when we're all there. Now we have a green light. Getting closer. Waiting, waiting, waiting. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. All right, over the Wi-Fi, that update took about 4 minutes. As you can see, the blue light is now on, and on the app, we are connected into the app. So the next question, it's asking me if I want to replace the hub, and in this case I do. So let's just click yes, replace that hub. And according to the screen, this is going to take about 10 minutes. Okay, so there's a couple important things to note here. The first one is, it's going to transfer everything over from the 1 to the 2. If you're new to the Wink 2, then you don't have to worry about this part, but if you're transferring, this is important. So at the end of this process, because we picked replace, it's going to do a factory reset on my Gen 1 hub. Second thing is, it looks like according to this, any Lutron switches and probably Lutron modules, we're going to have to add those over as well. All right, now we have to enter our Wink password. Let's go get that done. Okay, password added. And there we go. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, so for me the process is all done. You can see I've got the blue light here on the new Wink, and I've got the purple flashing light on the old one, basically meaning that this thing is now back in factory reset mode. So that will be repurposed. Probably going to give it to one of my friends who's just jumping into smart homes. And now back to the app. So it says that it needs to reconnect my Lutron products. Let's go check that out. And we'll do the reconnect now. So this is my bar light. And we're going to have to walk over to that wall dimmer and get that set up. So let me go do that real quick and we'll be right back. And success. We've reconnected the bar light. That's the only Lutron device that I have, so we should be all done. And let's say done. Now we'll go back to the main setup screen. My layout's the same. It actually did change the icon from the Wink 1 to the Wink 2, so that's pretty cool. So let's go in and check out some sensors. Alright, we've got the 2 motion sensors there that have temperature. There's the other 4 motion sensors. Alright. Power Geniuses are there. Good stuff. Door lock. Let's try and unlock that front door. Don't know if you could hear it, but the front door is unlocked. And we'll lock that back up. Okay. And garage door shows closed. I won't try to open that right now. And then we go back into the lights. And let's find that bar light. So my icons have been rearranged. They're not the way I had them before, so I'll have to go back in and reset up those icons. And there's my bar light. And you can see the bar light came on. Now that we're all set up, let's explore how to connect this into my Echo. In a recent video, I added 3 of the all-new Echo Dots into my home. So making sure this is integrated early is important to me. You can find that video right here and in the comments below. So the first thing we're going to do before we even mess with anything is let's see if the Echo has automatically connected to the new hub. Don't know how this is going to work. We're flying blind. Alexa, turn my bar light off.
Okay.
That came over. There's nothing new that I need to do. Alexa, turn my bar light on.
Okay.
So everything's good there. Okay, so just for fun, let's run a couple more Alexa commands just to make sure everything's working. Alexa, turn living room off.
Okay.
Alexa, set entry 25%.
Okay.
Alexa, turn movie night on.
Okay.
Alexa, set watch TV 100%.
Okay.
So very impressive that I was able to transfer everything over from the Wink 1 to the Wink 2, get it connected into the Echo with really no hassle at all. I would say other than the time that it took me to make the video itself, it was probably maybe a 10-minute process overall. Even the transfer process didn't take the full 10 minutes that the app was warning me about. So again, very cool stuff. Alexa, turn my office off.
Okay.
Alexa, turn the living room off.
Okay.
My overall impression of the Gen 2 Wink Hub is very positive. I've always been pretty happy with my Gen 1 Wink, so there's no problems here. I like the book-like shape, but I do wish that there was a way to mount this on the wall. The smart home is essentially a centerpiece of my house, so having the ability to display this as an eye in the sky, if you will, would be pretty cool. But that's really my only complaint. So for more reviews, tips, and DIY videos, visit azhb.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click like. If you know someone that would be interested in this video, please feel free to share it. And you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Both are at DIY Smart Home Guy. Until next time, cheers.